90. As of October 2020, Tesla had sold only 126 of the base model, versus 12,000 of the higher-end Standard Range Plus. 191. Vudrick said, Tesla and their wealthier customers are making off like bandits at taxpayers' expense. 191. Tesla has faced significant criticism regarding its Giga New York factory, which was built and equipped using nearly $1 billion in New York taxpayer money. Allegations in 2018 and 2019 include inflated job promises, cost overruns, construction delays, and a lack of effort from Musk. 192, 193, 194. Many observers have criticized Musk and Tesla's dependence on government subsidies. 132, 195, 196, 197. Critics have argued that these subsidies are inefficient and inequitable, as they go mainly to high-income households. 198, 199, 200, 201. As of 2015, Musk's companies Tesla, SolarCity, and SpaceX benefited from an estimated $4.9 billion in government subsidies. 202. In December 2020, journalist Jacob Silverman in the New Republic accused Tesla and Musk of grifting the government and getting unimaginably rich by maximally gaming the government's largesse. 203. Fandom. Tesla has been noted for having an especially loyal and devoted fan base. 204, 205, 206, which has been likened to a cult, in particular a cult of personality around Elon Musk. 207, 208, 209. According to Vice, there are quasi-religious overtones in any debate about Tesla. 210. Ed Niedermeyer characterizes the culture that Tesla has fostered as ambitious, aggressive, ruthless, defensive, and unapologetic. 211. And has speculated that Musk orchestrated a hype campaign to gain fans and positive media coverage. 212. Tesla's loyal fan base has frequently turned toxic, attacking critics with relentless fervor while focused on harassing female journalists. 207, 213, 214. An account in the Detroit Free Press illustrated the serious threats made by fans to a fellow Tesla owner and video blogger for praising the Ford Mustang Mach-E. 215. Scientist and engineer Missy Cummings was also the subject of personal harassment by Tesla advocates following the announcement of her joining Venture as a senior advisor. 216. Jennifer Homendy, head of National Transportation Safety Board, said that the attacks against Cummings were a calculated attempt to distract from safety questions regarding Tesla's driver assist and full self-driving technologies. 217. Separately, Tesla fans became the subject of ridicule themselves after several fans independently tested Autopilot's automated braking system using children and homemade childlike dummies. 218, 219, 220. Videos of some of the tests were later removed from YouTube for violating their child endangerment policy. 221. An article from Deutschlandfunk describes how online armies take on defense work and information policy for Elon Musk via tech blogs and social media. 222. In addition, Tesla's clean energy division Tesla Energy is alleged to have a team dedicated to searching for customer complaints on social media and asking them to delete their comments. 223. 224. A separate team is dedicated to managing negative social media posts aimed specifically at Elon Musk. 223. Electrek, the largest electric car news site, has consistently promoted Tesla and has been accused of failing to disclose its conflicts of interest and close relationship with Tesla. 225. Researchers found 186 bot accounts on Twitter that have consistently published positive sentiments about Tesla, which they say may have buffered the Tesla narrative from an emergent group of critics, relieved downward pressure on the Tesla stock price and amplified pro-Tesla sentiment from the time of the firm's IPO in June 2010 to the end of 2020. 226. Mork Twitter at Mork_Martin Eberhard is responsible for all of Tesla's success. 15 June 2019. 227. Elon Musk Twitter at Elon Musk. Good example. Tesla is alive in spite of Eberhard, but he seeks credit constantly and fools giveth him. 15 June 2019. 227. Environmental practices. Protest against building a Tesla factory in Germany. Translation of text. Capitalism doesn't come in green. Change everything. In June 2019, Edna DeMeyer reported that Tesla showed a pattern of chronic non-compliance that stands in stark contrast to Tesla's public image as an environmental crusader as related to air quality permits at Tesla's Fremont factory. 228. Tesla repeatedly ignored air quality regulations. 228. Receiving notices from the Bay Area Air Quality Management District for 21 permit deviations. 228. 229. 230. Tesla launched its supercharger network in 2012 with the promise that its stations would be solar powered. 231. 232, and only in 2021 did Tesla state the network power was 100% renewable, but through solar power on site and through purchasing electricity which was matched to renewable generation. 233, 234, despite the company's anti-carbon and anti-oil messaging. Some supercharger stations used diesel generators for backup power in 2015. 235. Tesla's 2018 impact report was criticized for not disclosing details on its emissions or electricity consumption, though emissions are rising as they expand in China and India. 236. 237. Tesla's 2021 impact report was criticized for not disclosing enough about how their operations affect the environment. 238. In May 2022, Tesla was removed from the S&P 500 ESG index by S&P Dow Jones Indices, and in response, Elon Musk posted a tweet to his Twitter account criticizing the decision and, in noting that ExxonMobil was rated within the top 10 constituent companies in the index by weight, accused ESG of being a scam. 239. 240. Quality issues. Many critics, including Consumer Reports, J.D. Power, and What Car, have noted the questionable quality and poor reliability of Tesla cars. 241. 242, 243, 244. For 2021, Consumer Reports rated Tesla's overall reliability as 27th worst out of 28 car brands. 245. For 2022, Consumer Reports expects the reliability of the Model 3 to be average, and the Model S, X, and Y to be below average. 246. Tesla used non-automotive grade materials in their 2012 and later Model S infotainment screens in order to have the largest car screen on the market, but they distorted over time. 247. Tesla skipped pre-production testing before the Model 3 launch in 2017, which other major auto manufacturers consider a crucial part of quality control process. 248, 249. Tesla's production of the Model 3 was criticized in 2018 for producing an abnormally high ratio of flawed vehicles and parts. 250. Jonathan Klein, reporting for the Drive Argade in 2019 that many of Tesla's quality problems stem from their cars being rushed to market. 251. For example, Tesla skipped a critical brake and roll test and reduced the number of welds on the Model 3 in order to meet quarterly production targets in 2018. 252, 253. Tesla vehicles have experienced noteworthy issues such as the roof detaching while driving on the highway in 2020. 254. In September 2020, Model Y owners reported finding its cooling system to be held together with a band-aid of tape and squid. 255, 256. One manufacturing engineer in 2021 called an issue with Tesla vehicles having loose or missing suspension bolts especially scary, since it indicates that Tesla does not have proper preventative measures in place to make sure parts are not missing. 257. In early 2023, the steering wheel of a brand new Tesla fell off during driving, closely reflecting a similar case from 2020. 258. Chinese regulators rebuked Tesla in early 2021, urging them to strengthen their internal management in order to improve quality control after growing consumer complaints amidst Tesla's rapid sales expansion in China. 259. Recalls have become a recurring matter for the company as well. In February 2021, Tesla was forced to recall 135,000 Model S and Model X vehicles built between 2012 and 2018 due to using a flash memory device that was only rated to last 5 to 6 years. 260. And between November 2021 and February 2022 there were 8 recalls across models for various issues, some involving safety concerns. 261. German Technical Inspection Association 2022 report. In the 2022 the German Technical Inspection Association, Technische Überwachungsbehörde or TÜV, evaluated passenger cars whose main inspections took place between July 2020 and June 2021, and did its first ever evaluation of the 4 most popular electric cars in Germany, with their defect rates. Electric car hash of samples defect rate compared to ICE cars. Smart 4 to electric drive 16453.5%. Top third BMW i3 1142.7%. Middle third Renault Zoe 19395.7%. Bottom third Tesla Model S 81210.7%. Bottom third, with a defect rate of 10.7%. Every 10th Tesla Model S failed the inspection, and the Model S will end up in the bottom third of the 128 internal combustion engine ICE cars TÜV evaluated. 262. The General German Automobile Club states the average defect rate for 2 to 3-year-old ICE cars is 4.7%. 263. Customer service issues. In 2017, certain Tesla vehicles equipped with its ludicrous performance mode had limited power output, as discovered by some Tesla owners in 2017. The power limits were connected to how frequently the driver used launch mode. If a driver used it too much, the car's power output was restricted to prevent excessive wear and tear on components. Customers complained and the company removed the limiter. 264. A Tesla service facility. Tesla owners complained in 2019 about nightmarish repair delays, with some car owners waiting upwards of 6 months for repairs due to long wait times for parts and insufficient service centers. 265. Customers also complained in 2019 about the inability to contact a human employee for service issues. 266. Tesla has pushed customers to book service appointments via their mobile app, which one owner called a black hole in 2019. 266. Customers complained in 2019 about Tesla being sloppy and inconsistent in handling returns and refunds, with some customers